Hey, Chris Elliott here. Welcome to my guitar lesson for Guitarz Forever Music Marketing. What I'd like to do is first off let you know this isn't a typical guitar lesson. I wanted to make something that would be for all levels of guitar players, musicians, or even non-musicians alike, so you can maybe get something out of it as well. First thing that I'd like to discuss is about music being a language. That's a good way to think about it. When you play music, you're actually trying to speak or communicate to someone or an audience. And, as in the most intimate setting, it would be one or two people that you're trying to reach, with your playing or your music. You can think of the notes on the instrument as letters in the alphabet. You can think of them forming words, which may be phrases, and then finally sentences, which would be more like extended phrases that you may play. For example, if you were to play a C major scale, okay, you might go, okay, and that would be just straight up the scale. But if you were to play around with it, you could get some different words or phrases going with that same scale. Instead of straight up, maybe. Okay, so it just makes it a little more interesting, a little more melodic, and so forth. Okay, so that's the first component. Okay. Second one is how you might actually approach a note or a phrase to convey a certain emotion. Okay, so maybe if it's something, let's say you're angry, you want to convey that type of emotion, maybe you'll hit the note kind of hard, and maybe like a in this case, it would be called a vibrato. Okay, I could play that same phrase with nothing on it, like that. Or I could play it with some attack and vibrato, where it's more, okay, and it gets a different type of emotion across to the list. If you're whispering, maybe it's more like a, okay, so if you were maybe more aggressive about it, yeah. Or something like that. Okay, so different ways that you approach it gives you a different sound and a different feel and conveys a different type of emotion. Okay, so that would be number two. The third thing is probably the hardest thing to do, and I don't know that we actually have control of it, is to develop your own style or your own voice on the instrument. This is a very advanced type of concept. You'll hear it in the best players that, the legendary play. For example, if you hear Jimi Hendrix or Eddie Van Halen, Gary Moore, B.B. King, for example, you might hear two or three notes that they play, and you'll know it's them instantly just because of the way they play. They have that sound, that one note that you can tell who they are. Most people do not have that. They're you can't tell them apart. You could probably take some YouTubers or whatnot, from around the world and, play them back to back, and you won't be able to tell who's who, but you will be able to tell with the really elite players. So it's a, now how do you get there? How do we get there? It's something ineffable that you have. There's no explanation for it. You just have to be yourself and be true to your own playing and your own ideas. So you're more like an amalgamation of everything that you've ever heard or copied or learned, and then you want to put that into your own self and just go with it and just be yourself. That's all I can say. And hopefully you'll end up with a style that's recognizable, that's different, and that's something that would be all your own, and instead of someone else, because that's the worst thing you can do, is just be a copy or a clone of someone else, unless you're in a tribute band and you want to go for that effect. That would be a different type of goal. But if you're trying to be a unique player, then I would definitely be yourself, and just the rest will take care of it for you. Well, I hope this helps you. Hopes gives you some ideas, some guidance, and please check out my other videos on my channel and subscribe. I really appreciate that. I thank you very much for listening, and keep on rocking. Peace out.